Microsoft is taking a firmer stance on unsupported hardware for Windows 11 by increasingly limiting how such systems can access or install the operating system. While it is still technically possible to install Windows 11 on unsupported PCs using workarounds like ISO installation or registry edits, Microsoft has made it clear that it does not recommend or support these methods. In recent updates, the company has removed official documentation that previously outlined how to bypass hardware checks, signaling a shift towards stricter enforcement of its minimum requirements, which include TPM 2.0, Secure Boot, UEFI firmware, and newer generation CPUs. Systems that do not meet these requirements may still run Windows 11, but they will no longer receive feature updates, security patches, or driver updates, and users will encounter warnings during installation, as well as watermark notifications on the desktop. Microsoft has also warned that running Windows 11 on unsupported hardware could result in reduced system stability and increased vulnerability to security threats, and any resulting damage is not covered under warranty. This policy is especially significant as Windows 10 reaches its end of support in October 2025, pushing users to either upgrade their hardware, purchase extended security updates, or seek alternative solutions like switching to another operating system. Overall, Microsoft's approach reflects its intent to modernize the Windows ecosystem by enforcing higher hardware standards, even if it means leaving behind older machines. Microsoft's decision to tighten restrictions around unsupported hardware for Windows 11 represents a strategic shift aimed at streamlining security, performance, and user experience across its ecosystem. By enforcing compliance with features like TPM 2.0 and Secure Boot, Microsoft is prioritizing a more hardened operating system that's better equipped to handle modern cybersecurity threats, particularly as ransomware and firmware attacks become more sophisticated. While the company initially allowed a degree of flexibility through unofficial workarounds, acknowledging that many users still had capable older hardware, it has gradually moved to close those loopholes. This includes removing public documentation on bypass methods and increasing the visibility of warnings and limitations, such as permanent desktop watermarks and blocked Windows Update functionality. For organizations, especially in enterprise and education sectors, this means reassessing hardware inventories to ensure future compatibility, potentially driving up costs and accelerating refresh cycles. For individual users, especially hobbyists, and those with otherwise functional older devices, the policy presents a frustrating barrier that forces a choice between taking on security risks or investing in new hardware. Microsoft's stance has also drawn criticism from parts of the tech community for contributing to e-waste and undermining digital accessibility. Nevertheless, the company remains firm that the long-term benefits of a more secure and standardized hardware environment outweigh the short-term drawbacks. As Windows 10 approaches its end of life in October 2025, this policy marks a pivotal transition point where Microsoft is clearly delineating what it considers a supported future and increasingly leaving behind those who can't or won't make the jump. Additionally, Microsoft's move to restrict Windows 11 installations on unsupported hardware reflects a broader industry trend toward tighter integration between software and hardware security. The company argues that many of the new features in Windows 11, such as virtualization-based security, VBS, Windows Hello, memory integrity, and secure boot processes, simply cannot operate reliably on older machines that lack the necessary hardware-level protections. From Microsoft's perspective, enforcing these requirements is not only about performance, but about building a more trustworthy computing environment as threats evolve. However, this approach places a significant burden on users, particularly those in developing regions or with limited budgets, where replacing perfectly usable PCs may not be a viable option. Critics argue that this planned obsolescence accelerates e-waste, especially since some unsupported systems are only a few years old and still perform well with modern software. Moreover, this decision has implications for third-party developers and the broader software ecosystem. Applications that rely on Windows 11 exclusive APIs or features will inevitably assume that they're running on secure, up-to-date systems. If a segment of the user base continues using Windows 11 on unsupported, insecure, or degraded configurations, it could fragment the user experience and introduce unexpected compatibility issues. On the enterprise side, IT departments are forced to either invest in compliant hardware upgrades or seek out expensive extended security updates, ESUs for Windows 10, which Microsoft will begin offering after October 14, 2025. As Microsoft further hardens enforcement, possibly by eventually blocking updates even for manually installed versions on unsupported devices, it sends a clear message. Windows 11 is intended to run only on systems that meet specific security and performance standards. For users still clinging to older systems, the writing is on the wall. Whether this push is seen as a necessary step toward a safer, more modern computing environment, or as a move that prioritizes profit and control over user freedom, depends largely on perspective. Regardless, Microsoft's policy is reshaping the future of Windows by raising the baseline for what qualifies as a supported PC, and by extension, who gets to participate in that future. Installing Windows 11 on unsupported hardware requires bypassing Microsoft's official system requirements, which include TPM 2.0, Secure Boot, and newer CPUs. Although Microsoft discourages this, many users still proceed by creating a bootable USB using tools like Rufus, which can disable the compatibility checks during installation. The process involves downloading the official Windows 11 ISO from Microsoft's website, using Rufus to create an installation USB that skips the TPM and CPU restrictions, and then performing a clean install by booting from that USB. Alternatively, for users upgrading from Windows 10, a registry tweak can enable the setup to continue by adding a key called Allow Upgrades with Unsupported TPM or CPU to bypass the hardware checks. While these methods work reliably for now, Microsoft does not provide official support or updates for systems installed in this way. Users may see a desktop watermark stating that the system does not meet Windows 11 requirements, and automatic updates may be disabled or limited. This approach is best suited for advanced users who understand the risks, including the lack of security updates, potential instability, and the absence of technical support from Microsoft. And that's how you can install Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tech tips, tutorials, and updates. Got questions or ran into issues? Drop a comment below. I'll do my best to help out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay updated, and happy installing.